G'day guys, Mark here, welcome to the channel. Well, the stock servo didn't last long, so this upgrade has come along pretty quickly. So we have here the Power HD 80kg high torque servo. Now we don't have an external BEC installed, so the research that I've done has been a bit subjective. Like, some videos have indicated that they've put this in and they've had no issues with it. Others have indicated that they had brownout issues, and then others have just put it straight onto an external BEC. Others have put it in and it's been fine to this day, but there's no real follow-up to that, so it's hard to really gauge. So we are going to find out for ourselves officially, because the ones that have put it in without an external BEC and had zero issues have said that the 80 kgs, even getting just 60% power, has been more than enough, and that's probably long term better for the servo. So we're going to find out definitively. We're going to install this. We are going to run it on stock on a 3S pack, no external BEC, and then we're going to find out if we have any brownout issues or whatever, and then I'll tell the truth as to whether I have any brownout issues, and then we will go to an external BEC. So let's open it up and have a look at it. Wherever you are, guys are in the world, I hope you're all doing well, and you are all well. Oh, it's a bit tough to get out. Wow, this is a beautiful looking servo. Look at that, guys. Ooh. Oh, waterproof. Yeah, all metal gears. Comes with a servo horn, but the servo horn on here is a 15 tooth spline. Apparently this is a 15 tooth spline, and this is the only one allegedly that fits straight in, so we're also going to find that out, guys. Alright guys, I know I've got a bit of a work light above my head here, which is a bit annoying, and probably a bit annoying for you guys too, because you can see it in the camera. But we're about to find out if this does actually fit in exactly as they say. Now, I've been experiencing it. Oh, look at that! Fits exactly as the brochure says. Nice. So I've been having experiencing dramas with the stock servo since day one, to be honest. Little brownouts and stuff. So this is actually a welcome upgrade. It's just expensive for this early in after purchasing the car. It's bit frustrating, to be honest, but it is what it is. So this is a bit tricky, guys, trying to get all the way down into here. So get a pair of long nose pliers and get you screwed out into where it's got to be, then feed your hex head down in there to hold it into place, and then you can start screwing it in. Right guys, before we go too far, you know the drill. Get your steering trim back to dead center, which that's pretty bloody good actually. So righto, and make sure it turns both ways without anything on it. I can't hear much action there, so we'll have to have a look at that. Well, that was my own stupid fault. I just couldn't hear it over the fan until I got down here and actually had a look at it, and we're sweet. So, righto, let's get the cable all back in, let's hook it all back up again, and let's have another. Alright guys, now you know the story. Flip it upside down, turn the car on, make sure everything's in neutral and straight, then put your spline, your servo horn back on. That was a bit of a shame. Wonder if I can get better than that. Nope. The other way was definitely better. Yeah. It's beeping at me because I haven't touched it. So that will go back the other way. That was definitely better. Presto. So now we'll do all that up. Alright guys, he's all back in now. So the stock one didn't even like to turn on this timber bench at all. So we're going to find out in a second. Ooh. Not quite all the way, but it's a huge improvement. So let's see what happens when we get out on the rocks. Hang on a minute guys, the dog needs a software update. I'll click the refresh button again. Alright guys, before anybody gets bored and clicks out of the video, this is actually the first test, righto? Because when the stock servo, sometimes when I was walking, I'd lose steering completely and it just, yeah, it wouldn't turn. So this is actually our first test to see if we get all the way to the rock without an issue. So we're heading towards a specific rock because for the first one, this particular rock gave me grief in the Swampies versus Falcon, where the servo just wasn't strong enough to follow the contour. Made the climb easily enough, but then I had to reverse back and reset the steering servo. So we're going to try that rock. Now, so far, we haven't lost steering one little bit. So yeah, we are here at that first rock. So the deal was, it's so hard to see for like, the camera does not do a rock justice. You've got these three massive humps / contours in the rock at the top there. Now, the left hand side kept falling down into this crevice over here and then wouldn't allow itself to turn itself out. So that's what we're going to test. Oh, beautiful. Didn't budge an inch, and look at that. Oh yeah. So now let's see how it goes coming down off the rock, having to turn at the bottom of the rock. Oh, lovely. Beautiful. try something different here. I have no idea how they're going to go, but we'll try it. Somewhere there. Maybe if we had a better runner. We did it! Now the reason I'm showing part of this like boring trail, it's like all these big rocks here, this steering servo has not had one problem negotiating any of these big rocks. Alright guys, that concludes our install and test of the Power HD 80kg Servo. This is Gruner, the co-host, in case you haven't had a close-up of him before. Anyway, back to what we're actually supposed to be talking about. I would call the result so far satisfactory. I was happy with the way the servo performed today. I didn't get any brownouts, not one point did I lose steering, and I believe it actually handled these mini boulders on the trails extremely well. It didn't let me down on any of the turns. Yeah, it's still an Scx6, and it's a more real experience than a 10th scale or an 18th scale, so you've got to allow for that. Would it benefit from an external BEC? I'd say so, absolutely. But do we have to add one at this point? I don't think so. So we're going to keep going until we do. So anyway guys, peace out. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I will catch you guys in the next one. If you don't have fans, you don't have a channel, I appreciate every single one of you. Alright, catches.